Last time we were here, we had James on the thumbnail going for Season 2. Today he's going for Season 3. Welcome to the third season at Everton, our first Champions League season at Everton, and there are big changes coming to the squad in this year. We are looking to be brutal with outgoings and replacing players in the starting lineup. Some will move on, some will stay at the club, but I would like to drastically improve in a number of areas if we can in this window. So I am going to need a lot of transfer feedback, please guys, in the comment section down below. As ever, if you're enjoying this save, hit the thumbs up button on this video and let's see if we can't hit 3,000 for Season 3. And of course, if you're new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button with the notification bell ticked and you'll never miss a video. I'm live this afternoon with a career mode stream on Twitch for Stand Up to Cancer UK, the charity. So follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel. I'll be live from about 2 to 3 p.m. to about 8 p.m. So if you want to come across and show your support, don't have to donate, but come across and show your support. It'd be great to see you as we try and raise some money for Stand Up to Cancer UK in the stream this afternoon. So it'd be great to have you over there on the channel. I'll be live right now as you're seeing this. But let's concentrate on Everton. Let's concentrate what we have to do this season. We can raise about £9 to £10 million from this pre-season tournament, which is great. I'll show you quickly what the board want from us, and then, well, you glanced at there because I went the wrong way. We have a £216 million budget. So I got quite a bit of money to spend, but I'm going to need to spend it because the board want a lot from me this year. A hell of a lot. I have some names on my transfer list as things stand. We're looking for a left winger to replace Zaha, who will leave this window, provided we get bids for him. Michael Keane will leave this window, and I will want a new, high-rated, world-class centre-back to start in the 11. Andre Gomez will leave this window, and I'm looking for a new central midfielder to start ahead of Allen in the starting lineup. Allen will drop to the bench and become my go-to player to seal out games. I'm also selling Marcelo as well. Actually, I think he's about to drop because I'm still at the very beginning of the season. I haven't advanced one day. He's, I think, about to sign for someone else on a pre-contract. So that's neither here nor there. A number of youngsters are on the loan list. I'm going to add even more that I've got in the first team squad to the loan list as we look to move a number of those players on as well. But I am looking to start with a new left winger. But you guys want Ismaila Sarr to start. So Ismaila Sarr will start on the left-hand side, and hopefully we'll see some good growth from him this season, meaning I'm not looking for a truly world-class winger. I'm looking for someone to be a backup, and I have someone in mind because of the board objectives that I've got, so stay with me on that one. In midfield, like I say, I'd like someone to come in and replace Allen in the starting lineup, so I'm going to look for a truly world-class centre-mid to come in and play in that role. Allen is 89 rated, but he doesn't necessarily play like an 89 rated player. You can see his technicals really aren't that impressive. His physicals are great, but technically, he's not all that. Other than his defensive stats with his tackling, passing's not that good, dribbling's not that good, finishing's not that good, ball control's not that good. So whilst he's overall great for a CDM, in the role that we play him, he's not actually as good as an 89 rated player would be. So I'm definitely looking for a new truly world-class centre-mid to go in there. I would like to sign a new right-back as well. John Kenny's been great, but I need that next level. If we're to genuinely challenge for the league title and catch Liverpool and genuinely challenge for the Champions League, I need a new right back, a higher rated right back. He will still be in the squad and play a big role, but not start every single week. So I'm looking for a new first team right back. I'll show you who I've got on my shortlist again to give you a fresher look at it, and a closer look at it, a longer look at it before we progress any further. And then Cam, I am open to a new Cam too. James is a player that's probably going to be utilised more as a Fabian replacement. So I'd sub him on for Fabian in central midfield. Allen would come on for whoever we sign here. James would come on for Fabian. And I'd like someone that's better than Iwobi to start at Cam. Iwobi is great, but his finishing is only 74, and yes, he did contribute last season, but I'd like someone that's going to contribute like Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison in that Cam role. So I'm looking for a world-class cam. I'm looking for a world-class centre mid. I'm looking for a backup left winger, but I have someone in mind for that. I'm looking for a world-class right back. And in goal, I'm open to changes too. I'm open to a world-class goalkeeper. We have, obviously, Jordan Pickford. We have Buffon joining us for a free in 24 hours' time as well. I would be open to signing a just truly outrageous goalkeeper, like a Jan Oblak, like a Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but I want to sort the outfield first before we sort the goalkeeper, so it depends if we got any money left. Players like Harvey Barnes and Moise Kean will still be very heavily involved in all of the competitions that we play this season, as will Ben Godfrey. And as you can see, we've got a number of youngsters here that I'm looking to send out on loan, so I will do that over the course of this window, hopefully. So, what did the board want from me this season? Why am I making such a big fuss about the fact that I really desperately need to improve? Well, I desperately need to improve because you can see they want a win in the Champions League, they want a win in the FA Cup, and they want a win in the Premier League. The board want the treble in Season 3. Season 3, 3 trophies to go with it. We'll wait and see, board. We'll wait and see. Youth objectives still set to a medium expectation. Sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years of age. I'm going to shy away from that. This isn't the save for that. My next save might well be one that we see a lot more youth development action in with regards to the first team picture as well. They also want me to sign 4 youth academy players assigned to each position, basically 1 for each position. I can do that. We will do that, but they're not going to feature in the first team. Brand exposure-wise, 7 clean sheets in home matches. That shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. 7 clean sheets in 19 games. That's manageable, right? And sign 3 players from North America. Left wing. I'm looking for a player that's left wing that's not necessarily better than Ismail Assar because we want him to start. So, how's Christian Pulisic sound? From Chelsea to come to Everton. I think that would be great for our North American quota there, I guess is the word to use. Our North American quota of 3 players. I'm not sure if there's anyone else I might sign. I'm not sure if Serginho Dest is going to have grown enough to warrant signing him at right back. I don't think he has. But I'll scout him regardless and have a look. And with regards to Mexico, well, Mexico probably doesn't even count, does it? I could sign Alphonso Davies and switch him to a right back. That would be Canada. That would be another North American. Something else to think about. They're only the really 2 standout ones, aren't they? From North America, Canada, and the United States. Alphonso Davies and Christian Pulisic. They would be 2 great players to have and would genuinely improve our squad. So maybe it's something to think about. Financially, come on. That's easy. Domestic success, obviously win everything. Medium success. Apparently, winning the Champions League is of medium importance to the board. Okay, well, they want me to concentrate domestically. I will, but I'll try and do what I can in the Champions League as well. Like I say, I've got a huge budget to spend, but we're probably going to have to spend it. I will get a decent amount for Wilfried Zaha, so we'll probably have about 300 million to spend. Moise Kean, Andre Gomez as well can boost that. So on the shortlist currently, I've Pereira and Mukiele, who were there previously. I've also added Houssem Aouar, Kingsley Coman, Julian Brandt, Ep1 obviously destroyed us for AZ Alkmaar, Oyarzabal and Christian Pulisic, who's actually currently at Leipzig in this save. We'll also now add to this list Alphonso Davies as well, as I've just thought of him, and that would be a great option now that we have the ability to transfer player positions or change player positions. He's 84 rated, but my God, would he be insane. We could obviously improve his weak foot too with a development plan, so it wouldn't matter too much that he's a left-sided player playing at right back. In fact, did I add him to the shortlist? Did he? Pretty sure I did, or did I just scout him? No, he's there. He currently has a 4-star weak foot, so we could easily up that to 5. He'd be very, very good at right back. I think, actually, I'm quite keen on doing that, actually, but I will wait for your feedback. So, as things stand, I think I'm going to go Alphonso Davies for right back. I think I'm going to get Pulisic as my player to be back up to Ismail Assar. So then we'd have Richarlison right, Sarr left, and Pulisic and Harvey Barnes as my rotation wingers. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be really, really good. Then we'd be looking for the centre mid. At the minute, I only have Houssem Aouar on the shortlist. I'm sure you'll have plenty of other options available to me. And then Cam, currently, Ep1, obviously scouting him, and Julian Brandt. Kingsley Coman could be moved to a central position. He does have 81 finishing, which is the same as Julian Brandt. And Oyarzabal isn't rapid, but has 88 finishing. And he's great on the ball, so he could be a truly spectacular cam if we moved him central. Definitely something to consider, because that finishing stat is truly, truly impressive. So that's genuinely intrigued me, actually. And I didn't think he was that good. I added him to the list, but I hadn't actually checked to see what his stats look like. He looks quite good, doesn't he? So I'll start advancing through preseason. Well, I'll just quickly go forward here so that those players that are going to leave us leave and Gianluigi Buffon comes in. I'll sim my way through the preseason tournament, of course, as ever with a quick sim. Not to worry about showing you any of that. We've got a couple of players that will leave on loan and a couple of players that will leave with regards to pre-contract. And we've, as you can see there, had a pre-contract arrival of our own. That is Gianluigi Buffon. We have our first Premier League game today as well. I'll play that. I will also play the... Oh, transfer budget increase. Oh, no, that's what it was. A Zakaria offer from Spurs. Because of... Well, I mean, we finished third last year. So I feel like I have said, and I'm going to do that if we get bids from massive clubs, that we will consider them and negotiate them. Spurs aren't that massive club. We finished third last year. We're in the Champions League. They are not. They haven't challenged for a title at all. I think we could realistically reject this. If I get bids from Real Madrid or Bayern or Barcelona or Manchester City or Liverpool, I will consider those bids. I will consider those bids. But Tottenham, no. Dennis stays, I'm afraid, for the time being. So Gianluigi Buffon should have joined us now, which indeed he has. So I do have a decent backup goalkeeper, although, to be fair, it's only his positioning that's boosting his overall stats. I signed him hoping to fill that veteran player tag in the last season. It didn't work, so we might end up with 3 goalkeepers if we keep Pickford and sign another truly world-class one, but again, for the time being, looking to keep Pickford. I'll leave Alan in the starting lineup for now. Oh, actually, there's no point, is he? Because he's away on international duty, so he's not going to be able to play in pre-season anyway. So I'll leave Andre Gomez there for now. So I'll sim my way through pre-season. We'll have the Premier League's first game against Southampton, and we'll also play the European Super Cup against Barcelona today before getting... Well, I won't even advance any further than there to ensure that we have as much time as possible to act upon any transfer issues or transfer suggestions you guys offer me. So I'll advance as far as the 10th. We will have 2 games to be played today, and I'll just auto-replace for these pre-season tournaments. We will quick sim. Like I say, there's up to about £9.9 million available from this pre-season tournament. So we've gotten off to a good start there. And with Napoli, who we beat in the Europa League last year, Valencia, a side that we should beat too, this is really a very winnable competition, this pre-season tournament. So I'm just going to skip now. I'll cut and join you, or you will join me again, in a little bit. An offer from Andre Gomez from Borussia Dortmund of 21.2. Well, we will at least negotiate this, because this could give us some extra money. To be fair, 21.2 is a decent opening bid for Andre Gomez. I'm expecting actually, yep. EA are aware of this issue. Don't worry, I've been inundated with people telling me about it. They are aware of it. They're working on it. Hopefully it won't be long before we have the generic bald manager in cutscenes issue fixed. Right, I will ask for... He's 28 years of age. I'll ask for £28 million. And I'd accept anything over 25. That being £28 million. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers then. I'll see you later. Andre Gomez, he's going to go and potentially join Rafael Guerreiro, another Portuguese at Dortmund. Right then, from here I'll cut and I'll see you once we're on the way towards that game against Southampton. If not, if there's obviously some action to bring you with regards to transfer issues. Spurs have changed their interest away from Dennis Zakaria and would now like to sign Michael Keane. That is fine by me. He's valued at 13. They've offered me 15. Michael Keane can go to Spurs. Dennis stays here, but Michael Keane can absolutely go to Spurs. We were wanting to move him on anyway. He's not really the sort of player that would leave and then come back to haunt us at another top club. My chief executive reckoned I could get up to 17 for him. I will be cheeky and ask for 19, and Spurs will agree. So, banging. That's going to be absolutely superb. No interest yet in Wilfried Zaha, but there's still plenty of time for that interest to come. So I'm going to go and play Napoli. We're already through in this group stage, as you can see. So fingers crossed, things continue to go to plan. And we can raise another £10 million from this pre-season tournament if we win it. Confirmation that Michael Keane has gone to Tottenham. And Andre Gomez has gone to Borussia Dortmund. So another close to £50 million or £40 million added to the transfer budget. It's now £250 million, and I'll change that to like 95.5. I'm probably going to need those wages, actually, I know, if I'm going to sign multiple people. 260 million as things stand, with Wilfred Zaha still to sell. Ha! Don't think I've ever had this much money available to me in career mode. Just going to quickly go and list those youth players for loan, and then I'll keep advancing forward. Right. So, I've had a giant bid for Luca Digne. 74... Oh, he's valued at 110 million. I didn't quite realise he was that expensive. 74.1 million plus Marcel Sabitzer. Now, Sabitzer isn't really the quality of player that I'd be looking for in that central role. He's a good player, but he's not world class. I have to, if we're gonna genuinely consider bids from big clubs, especially considering Luca is French as well, PSG, it's not really something I can just bat away, is it? So I will I don't want Sabitzer. I don't know if there's anyone else that they have that I'd potentially be interested in. Well, Neymar isn't obvious, but I don't think Neymar would come back this way. Jesus Corona would fill the North American situation, but I can do better. Pulisic would be better. Let's have a look. Fullback-wise, Alex Telles. If I could get some money and Alex Telles, then that would be unreal. Sabitzer is valued at 41 million. Telles is valued at 42.5. If I say Telles plus 7 and then propose a new transfer fee of what, just 75 million plus Alex Telles for Luca Digne would be an unbelievable deal. Thomas Muller. No, I don't want Thomas Muller. Am I now not going to be able to get Alex Telles? I now can't get Alex. But Alexandro is not really good enough, though. Whoa! Oh, man, Alex Telles would have been insane. I don't want Zinchenko or Alexandro. I definitely don't want Thomas Muller. They got any other cams? Verratti, Brozovic, Sabitzer, Draxler. They don't really have anyone else that I'd be interested in. Goalkeeper-wise, Areola's 84, Keylor Navas is 85, Sergio Rico's probably not going to be that good either. Striker-wise, well, yes, but that's not going to happen, is it? So, not really anyone in any other position that I'd really... What about centre-back, actually? Marquinhos? I mean, Marquinhos would be certainly an improvement for us at centre-back. Maybe Marquinhos plus some money. I mean, they won't give me 88 million plus Marquinhos. So if I ask for 55 plus Marquinhos, maybe they'd be open to that. No, they seem to definitely want to get rid of Thomas Muller. So I'm going to not go for Thomas Muller and ask for a really hefty transfer fee of £170 million. If they accept that, great. If they don't, fine. Luca Digne is one of my highest rated players. He's valued at 110 million. That's his default value. If you're going to offer me 100 million plus someone that's valued at 35 million, they obviously don't want to spend just cash on him. They want to shift out some of their older deadwood. And unfortunately, I'm not willing to accept any of the deadwood that they're willing to let go. So I think that I would have sold Digne if they'd agreed a transfer fee upwards of 140 million. Evian is still only 76 rated, unfortunately. So whilst he did rip me apart, he will not be joining us in this window. I apologise, but that's just not going to look like it's going to happen. Let me quickly go to team management. For some reason, it puts Harvey Barnes at striker and then Elliot Sims at right wing when they both can play the other role. For what it's worth as well, to note, I have upped the difficulty to Ultimate for this season, and I am also playing without competitor mode enabled. So, whilst the patch has supposedly improved the ability of the AI and effectiveness of the AI with regards competitor mode, Zaha bid! Heung-min Son! Jeez Louise! Sarr would still start, but my God, would I love to have Heung-min Son at Everton Football Club. Yes! Done! Sold! Give me him! Jesus! Tottenham, what are you doing to yourself? I'm practically biting their hand off here. They reckon that Zaha's market value is 90 to 133 million pounds. They've offered me a value of about 90 million. I will negotiate. Oh god, Sarr would still start, but what an impact player Heung-min Son could be. I'm sorry, Christian Pulisic, you've been beaten. Oh! New transfer fee. I'll ask for 40. If they'll give me upwards of 30 plus Son, they've got a deal. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I get Heung-min Son and 40 million. Oh, my God. Spurs. You have shit the bed in this window, signing Michael Keane and letting me have Heung-min Son. Ta very much. Son's on 150 grand a week, which will need to be negotiated. Probably level parity. I don't think he certainly will be willing to take a pay cut considering we're in the Champions League. But I don't know if he'd want too much of a wage boost. I will have to offer him crucial to ensure that he signs. But that's fine. 4 years. Maybe he's 30 already. They might want less than that. No, he's quite happy to accept 4 years. No release clause is fine by me. Give me an idea what you want wage-wise. Right, I will offer him what he's on. 150 grand a week and a 1.2 million pound signing on fee. And hopefully they'll just accept that, which they have. Heung-min Son... Provided that Wilfried Zaha agrees contract terms with Tottenham, Heung-min Son will become a Everton player within the next few days. That's not something I thought I'd be saying in this opening transfer window. Adam Ider has gone to Liverpool. That's a strange one. I do need to scout Serginho Dest, actually. I was going to do that. I've had a loan-to-buy offer for Bradley. I will negotiate. I actually wanted to delegate that. Well, I'll negotiate it. They'll probably walk away now, unfortunately. Unless, well, I don't know whether they fixed that, actually, in the most recent patch. Let's propose a loan without... No, they're going to walk away. Okay, so still need to delegate to ensure that we get a proper loan deal rather than a loan to buy. But that's fine. Right, this is the finale. This is the final of the pre-season tournament. It's put Irving in there at centre mid when we still have Tom Davies on the bench. So I'm going to do that. Obviously, I'm going to need your guys' feedback for that central midfield role. Oh my God, Heung-min Son could be coming to Everton Football Club. That would be a dream. Zaha didn't really perform. We've gotten great results from Ismaila Sarr, and you guys want him to start, so he will continue to start there, despite the fact that Son is higher rated. And we will have Heung-min Son to call upon from the bench, just as we'll have Allen to call upon from the bench. They've got Bale on the right-hand side, Napoli, but he's probably... in his early to mid 30s now. We've lost, unfortunately. Bale getting an appearance but not contributing. Coutinho scored their first and their third, and Lobotka got their second. We were able to get one back through John Joe Kenny, actually, a player who's probably not going to last that long in the starting lineup if my plans come to fruition this season. So Zaha sold! Heung-min Son is my player! And we've got an extra £40 million. That could not have been better, I don't think. Lads, that's gone really well. That's gone really quite very well. And Harvey Barnes can go onto the bench too, ahead of Irving, and we'll just swap those guys around. Okay then, so I'm not looking to move anyone else on, I don't think. I'm just looking for players to come in now. We've sold Andre Gomez. We've sold Wilfried Zaha. We've sold Michael Keane. They were the three big players I wanted to sell. I don't have anyone left on the transfer list, I don't think, do I? It's just loanees left. So, I have, at my disposal, an eye-watering £300 million to sign a world-class cam, a world-class centre-mid, and a world-class right-back, or left-back that I can convert to right-back. I will scout Serginho Dest, just out of curiosity. I'm now not really looking for a winger at all, because Heung-min Son's coming out. Serginho Dest just isn't good enough, unfortunately. That's annoying. Not to worry, not to worry. Right, so I'm looking for a right-back, I'm looking for a cam, and I'm looking for a centre-mid. A wing-back. They could be either side. left back or right back, because I can just convert. Preferably, if they are left back, someone with at least a 4-star weak foot that I can then add a 5th-star weak foot to them, like Alphonso Davies. Koeman could play central. I'm still actually quite excited about the idea of Oyarzabal. Could Christian Pulisic play central? He's only got 75 finishing and 78 short pass. I'm not sure. I might take him off the shortlist now that we've got Heung-min Son. Unless, of course, Heung-min Son plays centrally and I use him at cam. Maybe I add Pulisic back and I sign Pulisic as a backup winger and we have Heung-min Son and I convert Son to cam and use him as my starting cam. That's an option. God, so much to talk about, lads. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to go and play Southampton and Barcelona, and then we'll just take it from there. Jesus Christ, this transfer window's gotten pretty damned mental, hasn't it? Burnley have offered a loan to buy for Irving. I will delegate that, and this time we should be able to get a regular loan for him. And Burnley would be a good place to go, actually, for first team experience. So we'll send him out there. Burnley relegated, of course, and in the Championship, not in the Premier League anymore. So he could genuinely stand a good chance of getting some decent football there at Turf Moor. That could be a very good move for the young central attacking midfielder. Real Madrid flashing up on the right-hand side. Who have they signed? A loan to buy offer for Pausen. I'm looking to loan him out, but again, just a loan, please. And Irving has... a 1-year loan deal. Great. Accept offer. Thank you very much, Burnley. Hugo looks like he's off to Burnley Football Club. That is absolutely superb. Right, I will continue forward towards Southampton and hopefully towards our first 3 points of the season. Right, okay. A transfer bid from Manchester United for Tom Davies of 21.6 million. Now, he is an Everton boy and I'd like to keep him. Manchester United, though, isn't necessarily something I can just turn down. I will delegate, so it takes a little while for that to come back. I'll start the bidding at 35 and don't sell the player for any less than 27.5. And that will give me the time to have the feedback from you guys as to whether yes or no sell Tom Davies. I'm leaning no because he is a homegrown player. I'd like to keep Tom Davies, but because it's Manchester United that are sniffing around him, I kind of have to give him the potential opportunity to maybe leave. So we shall wait and see. And I'll need your feedback on that too, please. Pausen is going. He's going to go to Union Berlin on a 1-year deal. And now Realm... oh my God. PSG have offered me Jesus Corona and 160 million for Richarlison. PSG are interested in throwing money at me this window. I do not want Jesus Corona, though. But I can't... oh, no! Don't make me lose Richarlison. I'd get an unbelievable fee for him. But I do not want... Jesus Corona. I mean... Do I try it? I will try it. Neymar plus 80 million. No, I don't want Sabitzer. We've been through this already, lads. We've been through this already. Right. 163 million plus Sabitzer is valued at 40. So I'm going to ask for 200... I can't quite believe I'm at the point where I'm asking for this sort of money. I'm going to ask for £230 million for Richarlison. They will offer me £224 million for Richarlison. Oh. With a heavy heart. With a heavy heart. I just can't turn that bid down. There is no way in hell I could justify turning down a £220 million bid for one of my players. We've not won the Premier League. We've not won the Champions League. PSG are PSG with the financial power that they have, with the better chance of winning trophies that they have. Richarlison is gone. I now need to replace a player on my right-hand side as well. Although, Sarr to the left, Sarr to the right, Son to the left, stuck here in the middle with you. Is that the way that we line up? In which case, I am still looking for a backup winger. So Christian Pulisic is back in the picture, and I'd still be looking for a world-class cam. This transfer window just keeps on twisting and turning. I do not know what to do with £500 million. What do I do with £500 million? This is unfamiliar territory for me. I've not been here before in a career mode save. I'm a little bit lost. Please help guide me. Paulsen is going. He's gone. And I've had a transfer bid from Milan for Mason Holgate. 82 rated. But how Mason Holgate is a homegrown boy as well, isn't he, Mason? I'm not sure. I will check. Barnsley. He came from Barnsley to Everton in 2015 as a 19-year-old. I don't know what to do about Mason Holgate now. AC Milan is a massive draw for any player. I will delegate starting at 50. And I will accept no less than 39. You guys will have to let me know if I do or do not accept any bid that comes in for Mason Holgate. Tom Davies, yes or no? Mason Holgate, yes or no to leaving the club? Davies' negotiations have broken down. Okay, so Davies stays. Davis stays for the time being. If I get another bid for him from a big club, do I consider it or do I keep Tom Davies at the club? It would have to be a big club for me to consider it, obviously. But he is a homegrown... Oh, James Rodriguez is apparently being targeted by Valencia. This transfer window will not stop. It just won't. Transfer bid. Oh, God. £42.9 million for an 82 rated Mason Holgate. Do I or do I not accept that bid? I don't know. There's not like a delay option, is there? There's not like a delay option in transfers, I'm pretty sure. Like there is in Football Manager, I could delay it a week. I will leave that there. I think I've got a few days in hand before that gets before they pull out. I can probably get as far as the game against Barcelona before making a definitive decision on that. So, let me know. Mason Holgate, sale or stay? £42.9 million to AC Milan. Captaincy for the Southampton fixture, we'll leave it. Holgate sale is still there, agreed. I'm awaiting your feedback on that. I'll think about it, Alan. To be fair, for this fixture, whilst we don't have a replacement, I will put Alan into the starting lineup for this game. That just makes absolute sense, I'm afraid. And I'll have to change the formation again to a slightly different one. I'll drop the centre mids to CDM, Iwobi to centre mid, and then I can move them forward. I'll then have to where are we? 4-3-3 defend. I will then have to move my wingers central or slightly more central again, which isn't a problem. We can do that here. I can then move Iwobi forward and he'll count as a cam, and I can move Fabian forward and he'll count as a centre mid, and then everyone's happy and got boosts. Right, so that's how we line up for our first Premier League fixture of the season. But it will not be how we line up moving forward. I am certain of it, with £500 million to spend. My God. Right. Southampton then on the Premier League opening day. Heung-min Son, new signing, gets a start. Let's see what we can do at St James's Park, at St Mary's. Alban Lafont in goal for Southampton. Jan Valery, Calero, Milenkovic and Mittelstadt at left back. Kenny Teta, Baselli, Nandez and Gineppo, with Danny Ings and Ezekiel Avila up top. New Premier League theme as well, I think, in my ears too. I think that's the new music, isn't it? So that's a nice change. Right, okay. Well, Alban Lafont made a number of good saves against us at the end of last season, but we were able to get a rather resounding victory against Southampton in the season finale. I think it was season finale, wasn't it? We had Southampton, Sheffield Wednesday, Manchester City. So we have good history against Southampton with regards to getting results. And hopefully we can maybe get Heung-min Son a debut goal too. Here's Baselli. Looks over the top for Kenny Teta. He's in behind. This is going to be completely different for me to play against the AI on Ultimate. I do not know what to expect, genuinely. I'm so used to them playing the way that they do with competitor mode that this is going to be an entirely different experience. So it may take me a little while to start to figure out how to play against the AI on Ultimate. And we might have a relatively frustrating start to the season. But hopefully we can sort things out sooner rather than later. Ismail Assar, has his shot hit Calero? And unfortunately, we won't take an early 1-0 lead. Now, Jonjo Kenny should win that header. He did, but it went straight up, unfortunately. Here's Nandez in the midfield for them. Avila. Like I say, I don't know what to expect. Ordinarily, they would have done like a drag back or a step over or something. That's a nice dummy to get it out to Jan Valery. We might be up against it with Ultimate this season. I certainly hope it's going to be a challenge. We'll just have to wait and see how much of a challenge it is. Looking to get in behind here with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. They certainly dealt with the counter-attack a bit better positionally. But we do still get the goal through Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who, and I forgot to mention this in the season roundup last time around, broke the Premier League goal-scoring record last season. It was Mo Salah with 32 goals in a Premier League season. Calvert-Lewin scored 34 last season. He is the new all-time record goal scorer for goals scored in a Premier League season. And he started off where he left off this season too. 1-0. Baselli over the top looking for Kenny Teta. He's gotten there ahead of Luca Digne. And Teta's getting into the box here. Oh, it's a dangerous cross. Allen has to head behind. That was a really good delivery. That's something we haven't had to deal with in career mode with competitor mode turned on. The AI don't... Oh my god, what a header. They don't cross. They can't help but cross from corners, but that is a beautiful guided finish from Avila. We've tried that with Calvert-Lewin a couple of times in recent seasons and it's drifted past the far post, but that is perfection from Avila. Southampton are level not long after going behind, and it was exactly where it needed to be. That's a ridiculous header. Southampton are level. Ezequiel Avila is off the mark for the season too. It's one apiece. Kenny. Forward to Ismail Assar. Calvert-Lewin back to Sarr again. Good movement from him. Fabian looking to get forward. Son is out wide. I don't think I've actually taken a touch with him yet, and I still haven't because I couldn't get the ball to him there. Kenny Teta gets that forward to Baselli. Ings. Avila looks for Ings again, but can't find him. This has certainly been better from the AI with regards to the quality of their play on regular AI as opposed to competitor mode. Competitor mode was a different challenge, but certainly this feels more like actually playing football than it does playing Ultimate Team. I liked the difference in challenge from competitor mode last season and the season before, but I think I prefer, from a visual standpoint, from an entertainment standpoint for you guys, the way that the AI play here without competitor mode turned on. Hopefully you guys do too, as this is going to be the change that we use moving forward. Nice to try out competitor mode in like the first save of the year, but it's not really something I think I'm going to be utilising going forward. But, he's poor. He's poor there. Calvert-Lewin, he has options. Iwobi's there. I'll get it out to Son. And Heung-min Son does have that debut goal. Welcome to the club, sonny boy! 2-1 Everton. Mistake from Southampton to give possession away. Iwobi with the assist. Oh, it's a dream! It's a dream! I can't quite believe he's playing in an Everton shirt, Heung-min Son. I can't quite believe I've got £500 million to spend. FIFA 21 career mode, boys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, that's a sharp turn by Nandez. This is a great block by Allen, though. Fabian into Son. And away to this left-hand side. Calvert-Lewin is still there. Son having to work the space, though. And he's done well. Iwobi. Allen. Iwobi could go again. Heung-min Son's drifted inside. Oh, it's a good block. It's a good block. Southampton have defended quite well throughout this game, to be fair to them. And I see the space on the far side. Thankfully, Jonjo Kenny was with him. It looked as if Gineppo was on his own out there, but thankfully he was just kind of shielding Jonjo Kenny from sight. Kenny Teta turns inside, looks for Gineppo, who is still found. Alan ran past him, and Gineppo buries it with quite some aplomb. Southampton 2, Everton 2. They will not lie down and go down without a fight. We're drawing at half-time. And I don't think... I'm not sure what Alan was doing here. He's just pissed off. But, finish from Gineppo. 2-2. Ultimate difficulty is a step up, boys. Jesus. Ooh, lovely ball by Valerie over to Teta. Just waited well enough. Baselli. Back here to Calero. Ball lofted forward. Can we win that? Oh, stop. Stop teasing me, telling me about the Richarlison move. I just don't care anymore. I'm so sad. It was surely only a matter of time before someone of real stature came in looking for his signature. Danny Ings wins that header and nods it wide. Thankfully. That was dangerous. I tell you what, the AI really are pretty damn good on Ultimate, aren't they? I'm struggling here. Sarr looks for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'll take it out of his feet. Iwobi is arriving. And Iwobi has his first touch. And Iwobi has his first goal. They are brilliant defensively, this Ultimate AI, but still, with the quality we have, we are able to pick them apart on occasion. I haven't created much more than the 3 goals I've scored, but we've been deadly in the finish. Deadly in the finish. They're deadly going the other way as well. We've certainly got a bigger challenge on our hands this year on Ultimate. I'll stop harping on about it after this game, I promise. But it's just refreshing. It's really refreshing to have good football be played by the AI and for it to be a challenge. Because competitive mode was a challenge. It just wasn't good football played by the AI. But we have that now. And thank you guys for spurring that decision. Every decision you guys have made so far for this save has been one that has worked and been positive. I just have to make sure that my own defensive play improves well enough to cope with the ability of the AI offensively now, because they are so much more deadly than they were last season and the season before. Looking for Avila at the near post again. It's Calero that's underneath it, and Luca Digne will just get that away. And Son shows great strength, and he should have the pace to get away from Milenkovic. And on the counter-attack from their own corner, Southampton will be going 4-2 down. I'm sorry, I had to sweat it. I wanted to make sure. Southampton 2, Everton 4. That rhymed, and I didn't necessarily set out to do that, but we'll take it. Should now be getting 3 points on the first day of the Premier League. And to be fair, away from home against Southampton, you would have expected us to get 3 points. It's just been more difficult than I thought it might be. Certainly more difficult than it was at the end of last season, for sure. And I've got Barcelona next. James out to Digne. Son's on the run. To be fair, I could have played through. Calvert-Lewin there. Iwobi is short. Calvert-Lewin is still available and will be found. And should and does score his second and our 5th of the day. How many times do we see Dominic Calvert-Lewin slide on his knees? He's the most ridiculous goal scorer in this save. And I've had a number of you tell me that he scores just as many goals for you as well in your own Everton saves, or saves where you've purchased him from Everton. It's 5-2 here against Southampton. It could easily have been 5-5 with the ability that they've shown in front of goal, with just a little bit more clinical finishing and a little bit more attention paid defensively. They could have got themselves something out of this Southampton. And if they're this difficult, I am really nervous about going and playing Barcelona in a few days' time. I hope that the bid for Mason Holgate survives until the Barcelona game, so that you guys have the opportunity to vote on it. It should do. I don't think it will time out, but we'll wait and see. But I'll head to the Barcelona game now, unless there's anything to bring to you transfer window-wise in the meantime. But how is that for refreshing? Yes, possession still heavily weighted in the AI's favour, but 7 shots for them rather than the 1 or 2 that we were seeing on competitor mode. And this is on Ultimate too. I was just very deadly with my finishing. Oh, that was really good fun to play. Now we have to take on Barcelona and hope that it's just as much fun, but maybe won't necessarily get just as strong a result. Oh, I thought for a minute that was something that happened with that deal. Great win. Thank you, Alan. You're welcome, my man. Although I am looking to replace you momentarily in the starting lineup. I apologise. Right, Barcelona in the... Pickford transfer offer from Lazio. No, I can comfortably turn Lazio down, I'm afraid. Sorry, lads. That's not happening. And Bradley, a loan to buy from Bristol City. We will delegate for just a loan, please. Thank you. Right then. Now we will go and play Barcelona. Just as I get there. Just as I get there, the whole gate bid has been withdrawn. I apologise. I just didn't quite have the time to get it to. I thought I'd have the week, but unfortunately we didn't quite. That's a shame. Do let me know if bids from clubs like that for players like Tom Davies and Mason Holgate come in, if you'd like me to accept them or just reject them. We need a winning mentality if we're to beat Barcelona. There's no way you can go into this hoping to get something, thinking you're second best. We have to, though, respect them and ensure that we fully go into this game understanding the task in front. We do need a stronger squad, but we've the funds to do so, and that's where you guys are going to come in. I'm intrigued to see what Team Barcelona put out against me in Season 3. Let's go and find out. Barcelona then, Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Roberto Maguire, Longley Grimaldo at the back. Kovacic, De Jong and Rafinha. And then a front three of Messi, Griezmann and Ansu Fati. Harry Maguire plays for Barcelona, boys and girls. Ruben Neves, Tagliafico, Immobile on the bench. Hell of a Barcelona team. Not sure what rating Messi is at this stage, but still will be deadly technically, even if he doesn't have the physical stats. But that midfield doesn't look that strong. Frenkie de Jong obviously is superb, proving case in point there. But Kovacic, he's good, but he's not world class, and Rafinha is rather similar. I don't know what Antoine looks like at this stage, nor Ansu Fati actually, but it's a capable Barcelona side, and certainly better than the Southampton side we just played. But is it a side that's going to be strong enough to beat us? I genuinely don't know. We might actually stand a good chance here against Barcelona. To a man, you'd say that the average rating of our team was probably higher. Maybe. Perhaps not without 91 Richarlison anymore. Although Maguire's not going to be massively high rated. And we do have decent wing-backs and centre-backs rating-wise. Griezmann. I wanted to stop him getting onto his left. I tried to show him onto his right. Fabian, that is superb. He's fallen to Ansu Fati, though. But Jordan Pickford's made the save. Tough start against Barca. Messi to take the corner short here to Alejandro Grimaldo. Still has Messi there, but he's dribbling his way through. Went to wind up for the cross. Couldn't get it. Hello! Counter-attack. Whether it be ultimate, whether it be legendary, whether it be competitor mode or not, the counter-attack is ever deadly for us. Alex Iwobi. Barcelona 0. Everton 1. So, into Iwobi. Fabian is there. Lucadinha out wide. Son actually ran towards me. That's not necessarily helped, actually, Heung-min. Will deliver the ball, looking for Iwobi in the middle though. ter Stegen is up to catch very comfortably. Punted out, but will win that header with Gabama. And Son finds Iwobi. He could go again here, Heung-min Son. He has done, but I'm not going to be able to find him. Yeah, Alan. Whoa. Look for Alex Iwobi, and unfortunately it's still not going to work for me. That's poor from them going forward, though. Really quite poor. I have changed my sliders back to default, by the way, as well, as things stand. So, other than goalkeeper ability, you guys always ask me, and I do have it as a pinned tweet, or a pinned message, sorry, in my Discord, and as a command in my Twitch channel. If you ever want to know what my sliders are, just go to the Twitch channel and put !sliders in chat, and it will tell you what they are. But I've changed them back to pretty much default whilst we're here on Ultimate. Although goalkeeper ability is still up at 60. That's the only one that isn't default. Obviously, mine are all still the same. I will go back to my previous slider settings if we find that default, or relatively default, Ultimate isn't hard enough. But on that Southampton's game's evidence, and so far here against Barcelona, I think we're about right. We're about right. Nice interception by Fabinho. Fabian even, not Fabinho. Devastating from Griezmann. It's 1-1. And they equalise through the Frenchman. Still with a hotline bling. Alan. Across to John Joe Kenny. Ismaila Sarr. Alex Iwobi. Forward to Fabian. Lucadinha. Son's down the line and available. nothing in the way of support. Although here comes Calvert-Lewin. I'll hit it early, try and catch the keeper out. We forced him into a save, which has forced him into putting it behind for a corner. Digne delivers. Oh, Gabaman's up, but that was pretty bad. Fatty to Jonjo Kenny? To Grimaldo. I wish it was Fatty to Jonjo Kenny. I'd have the ball back. Rafinha inside to Mateo Kovacic. Does have the player out wide to use, but he's tried to force it centrally, and it's not worked. And Fabian will find Iwobi. This is a mistake from Kovacic that's led to this. Poor from him. Calvert-Lewin could turn provider here. Oh, and Iwobi's there. Oh, what a save. Can Ismaila Sarr bundle it home? He can, and he's onside. Mistake to give away possession. Whilst it was difficult for Marc-Andre ter Stegen to push that one to safety, it has unfortunately fallen to Ismaila Sarr from their point of view. And we do bury it. Lovely ball in. And to be fair, the keeper's done well enough just to get anything on that. As he was kind of straight at him and he just kind of reacted and threw out a left arm. He almost recovered, to be fair to him, Marc-Andre. Almost recovered. But Ismaila Sarr with his first goal of the European season. Although it's the Super Cup, not Champions League. And we have ourselves a lead back again here against Barcelona. It's 2-1 now. Gets the ball to Kovacic. Back to Sergio Roberto. Forward to Messi again. A defender's going to have to come out from the middle to deal with this. And deal with it I haven't been able to do. Here's Sergio Roberto. Inside to Rafinha on the floor. Oh, and the footwork's exquisite. Still looking to work the space. And still getting away from me. And Pickford makes the save. Jesus Christ. So good with the ball at their feet. That from Rafinha there was outrageous. Kovacic off and Ruben Neves on. Fresh legs and the ability to bang it from distance, but you'd say that Kovacic is a more dynamic midfielder, although obviously his stamina won't be as high now. Oh, I've gotten lucky. And Harry Maguire is not going to be able to deal with the pace of Iwobi. I've gotten really lucky, but we should bury this now. And have done. 2 very fortuitous goals to see us 2 and then subsequently 3-1 up. Don't feel like I really deserved that, but we'll take it. We'll take it. 3-1 in the European Super Cup. Immobile coming on for Barcelona here, as you can see, replacing Antoine Griezmann, and in the final 5 minutes, making 2 changes of my own. Fabian for Tom Davies, and then James for Iwobi. James playing in the cam role on this occasion, rather than being brought on in that deeper position that we did against Southampton. But with that third now, we should see this out from here. It's a statement of intent from us to win the first game by the scoreline we did, and to then go from that and beat Barcelona by 3-1, albeit with, as we say, quite lucky goals. But you've got to take the chances that are given to you, and we have done exactly that. Trinjao is off the bench here for Barcelona as well. I didn't see that change actually go through. Not sure who he's on for. Ansu Fati, I imagine, if he's out on the left-hand side. It's a corner for Barcelona, which Messi will take and deliver to the middle. But it's poor and cleared away by Luca Digne, and that should be game. Son will just try and flick this. That is game. We win a piece of silverware. We won the English Community Shield at the beginning of last season on penalties against Liverpool, and we have beaten Barcelona in the European Super Cup by 3-1. Ismaila Sarr and Alex Iwobi will count themselves lucky to have gotten on the score sheet. Iwobi twice, though. He did score a very good first. And Luca Digne, after having his potential move to Paris Saint-Germain fall through, gets the chance to lift another trophy in an Everton shirt. Alan's delighted, although he will be replaced in the starting lineup soon. About to celebrate with Jonjo Kenny, although he'll be replaced in the starting lineup soon, you would imagine, if things go according to plan with my £500 million. But, oh, yeah, we've won another one! It's Community Shield, it's UEFA Super Cup, it's FA Cup, it's Europa League. Champions League, Premier League, maybe the Carabao Cup, all yet to come. 3 left to get. 3 this season? Maybe. The board wants some form of treble. I'd take a Premier League, Champions League and Carabao Cup treble if we were able to get it. That's where I'll leave today's episode. Might as well, as I'm not going to advance any further, so I will leave you with the celebration scenes. Please drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Let's hit 3,000 for episode 1 of season 3. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Come and join me on stream for a charity career mode stream if you have the spare time this afternoon. It'd be great to see you and to get some good figures for Stand Up to Cancer. And, of course, let me know your feedback in the comment section down below with regards to those potential transfer moves. But for now, that's all for episode 1 of Season 3. I will see you tomorrow.